Hi all. Everything in my videos is pulled from the public domain, and I'm using them under the fair use and fair dealing guidelines. All views are my own, and I've done my own research, but you should look into things yourself, but I'm pretty sure I'm right. So, was she pregnant? Was she not pregnant? This is the question everyone is in an uproar over. So to start with, Meghan told people at Eugenie's wedding that she was pregnant, and she told people she was due the end of April, beginning of May. And it wasn't long after the pregnancy was announced that she debuted a baby bump to the world. Now, we all know that this woman could not take her hands off her stomach. You would have thought she was carrying the Messiah, the way she kept her hands on there. So was she comforting herself, comforting the baby, or trying to keep her prosthetic bump from slipping? There are various things that happened that made people wonder what the heck was going on. So let's take a quick look at those, shall we? First off, an announcement went out that Meghan was in labor at 2 p.m., but this was several hours after the baby was born at 5:26 a.m. Everybody thought that was a little odd. Secondly, the announcement for all royal babies born is put on a easel in front of the palace. And as you can see in the photos, Kate's was signed with all three of her children by all the doctors that were present. Archie's announcement is unsigned. Could it be that the doctors who delivered the baby refused to certify who the mother was because the baby was born to somebody else? Thirdly, the wording on the documents is very odd. If you notice where Kate had her baby, it gave the names of the doctors that were present at the birth, and it calls George, and I'm quoting, her child. As you can see from Meghan, it simply calls Archie the baby. There's also the fact that what you see on your screen was supposedly posted by Kensington Palace and then removed. It's unknown if it's real or not. So let's take a look next at her belly. One day it was up high, as you can see in this photo that was taken sometime in March of 2019 at the 50th anniversary of Charles' investiture as the Prince of Wales. Now, as I or anyone can tell you that has had a baby, your stomach starts up high and then it drops before you give birth. The next photo is of her in October, but the most damning one, I think, is the next photo, which was taken in January. The baby is lower in this picture than in the picture that was taken 1 to 2 months later. It's all very odd. So here's another perspective. Here is what Meghan looks like next to a couple of the prosthetics that they sell. There's different kinds, there's different styles. The ones that strap around the back almost look like what you see in this next picture. But the really interesting thing is the photos that came out in the purple dress. Because at first she has a belly, then she doesn't. Then there appears to be something down around her knees as she's rushing to the car. So it almost seems like she was wearing a prosthetic and it fell to her knees. So in doing research for this particular video, the one thing that sticks out to me is that when pregnant women walk, their bellies do not wobble all over the place. I myself have had 2 children. My belly did not move that way. So just to show what I was trying to say when I say wobble, I wanted to show you this short video, and this is a very pregnant person. She is actually pregnant, working out. Please pay attention to the movement of her belly.
Knees in place, step, knee. Great job. Keep lifting those knees. Challenge yourself if you can. A little bit.
Now here's a video of Meghan walking, and she's about as pregnant as the woman that was working out. Please pay attention to her stomach and the way it's swaying side to side. Now, let's look at the one thing that cannot be changed, and those are the surrogacy laws in the UK. So as of February of this year, they are working on changing those laws, but the changes won't be presented to Parliament until 2021. So for now, the rules state that whoever gave birth whether they're biologically related to the child or not, is considered the mother, and their spouse or partner, even if they're not biologically related, is considered the father. Legal parenthood, however, can be passed over either by adoption or parental order. So the interesting thing is that parental orders cannot be applied for until after the child is born, and the order requires the surrogate's consent, but the law prohibits seeking it less than 6 weeks after birth. So in practice, intending parents often have to wait months or more to get into court. And for the court to issue a parental order, the child must be in residence with the intended parents. Do I think it's possible that Harry, being a prince of the UK, could probably get around that with the courts? Yes, I do. I believe it's entirely plausible that as soon as the baby was born, Meghan and Harry took custody of the child and then went straight to a court and had the appropriate paperwork done. This could be why Harry did not want the birth certificate released, and it took 11 days for that. That's how long it would have taken to have everything completed by the courts. There has been a lot of chatter as to whether the baby that was presented by Harry and Meghan was a real baby, or if it was one of those fake prosthetic babies that you can buy nowadays offline that look so very real. I don't know that they would have gone through the trouble to showcase a fake baby, but just in case, we're going to try to debunk that in this video as well. So, just for the sake of doing it, I've included the video or snippets of the video from when Archie was first being shown off to everybody right after his birth. Take a look and see if you see him so much as squint his nose, wink an eye, or even take a breath.
Is he sleeping well, good baby?
Yes, he has the sweetest temperament. He's really calm and
I don't know who he gets that from.
yeah, and he's just been the dream. So
What's it? Is it still a special moment?
Yeah, it's great. I mean, parenting is amazing. It's only been 2.5 days, 3 days,
yeah,
but we're just so thrilled to have
here we go.
another great grandchild.
Yes.
Can we have a little peek at him? Just can't quite see his face. Wow.
He's already got a little bit of facial hair as well. Wonderful.
Just in the family.
Guys, thank you.
Thank you
very,
all
very
so
much.
much.
Thanks for your time.
So in the end, we're never really going to know the truth unless Meghan should suddenly decide to release some photo from the delivery room or something that shows that she actually had that baby. I just hope the two of them can raise Archie without him being a spoiled brat or having this sense of entitlement and white privilege that Harry seems to have in great abundance. I hope y'all have a fabulous day.